Audio Jungle.
The conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar began with a meeting between Cassius Longinus and his brother-in-law Marcus Brutus in the evening of 22 February 44 BC, when after some discussion the two agreed that something had to be done to prevent Caesar from becoming king of the Romans. The two men then began to recruit others. While it took only one man to murder another, Brutus believed that for the assassination of Caesar to be considered a legitimate removal of a tyrant done for the sake of their country, it must include a large number of Rome's leading men. They attempted to strike a balance. How? They aimed to recruit enough men to surround Caesar and fight his supporters, but not so many that they would risk being discovered. Okay, my dear students, what next? They preferred friends to acquaintances and recruited neither reckless, yes, nor feeble elders. In the end, the conspirators recruited senators near the age of 40, as were they. The men assessed each potential recruit with innocent-sounding questions. The ancient sources report that in the end, around 60 to 80 conspirators joined the plot, although the latter number may be a scribal error. But they were around 60 to 80 conspirators. I can say notable conspirators included Bacuvius Livio, who answered affirmatively on 2 March when Brutus asked him whether it was wise for a man to put himself into danger if it meant overcoming evil or foolish men. Decimus Brutus, who joined on 7 March after being approached by Livio and Cassius. Gaius Tribunus, Tullius Cimber, Minucius Bacillus, and the brothers Casca, Populus, and another whose name is unknown, all men from Caesar's own ranks, and Botanus Aquila, who had been personally humiliated by Caesar. According to Nicholas of Damascus, the conspirators included Caesar's soldiers, officers, and civilian associates, and while some joined the conspiracy due to concerns over Caesar's authoritarianism, many had self-interested motives such as jealousy, feeling that Caesar hadn't rewarded them enough, or that he had given too much money towards Pompey's former supporters. I can say the conspirators did not meet openly, but instead secretly assembled at each other's homes and in small groups in order to work out a plan. First, the conspirators discussed the addition of 2 other men to the conspiracy. Cicero, the famous orator, was trusted by both Cassius and Brutus, and had made it no secret that he considered Caesar's rule oppressive. He also had great popularity among the common people and a large network of friends, which would help attract others to join their cause. However, the conspirators considered Cicero too cautious. At the time, Cicero was over 60, and the conspirators thought he would be too likely to put safety over speed when planning the assassination. Next, the conspirators considered Mark Antony, aged 39, and one of Caesar's best generals. The conspirators were agreeing to attempt to recruit him until Gaius Tribunus spoke. He revealed that he had personally approached Antony the summer before and asked him to join a different conspiracy to end Caesar's life, and Antony had turned him down. This rejection or refusal to the old conspiracy caused the conspirators to decide against recruiting Antony. Now, however, a new idea took place. Antony was strong because of his familiarity with the soldiers, and powerful due to his consulship. If Antony wasn't to join them, then they must assassinate Antony as well, lest he interfere with the conspiracy. Eventually, finally, this idea was expanded upon and split the conspirators into two factions. The Optimates, the best men of Rome among the conspirators, wanted to go back to the way things were before Caesar. This would entail killing both Caesar and all the men around him, including Antony, and reverting Caesar's reforms. The former supporters of Caesar among the conspirators did not agree to this. They liked Caesar's reforms and did not want a purge of Caesar's supporters. However, even they agreed to kill Antony. Brutus disagreed with both. He argued that killing Caesar and doing nothing else was the option they should choose. The conspirators claimed to be acting based on the principles of law and justice. He told them and it would be unjust to kill Antony, while the assassination of Caesar would be viewed as the killing of a tyrant. Killing his supporters would be seen only as a politicized purge and the work of Pompey's former supporters. What next? By keeping Caesar's reforms intact, they would both keep the support of the Roman people, whom Brutus believed opposed Caesar the king, not Caesar the reformer, and the support of Caesar's soldiers and other supporters. His argument convinced the other conspirators. They began making plans for Caesar's assassination. Finally, somebody brought up the idea to assassinate Caesar at one of the Senate meetings. All other plans had one detriment. While Caesar had no official bodyguards, he asked his friends to protect him in public. Most of these friends were imposing and dangerous looking, and the conspirators were afraid that they would interfere with the assassination. Here, this wouldn't be an issue, since only senators were allowed in the Senate House. Some also said that the murder of a tyrant in a full view of the Senate wouldn't be seen as a political plot, but as a noble act done on behalf of their country. The conspirators ultimately settled on this as the chosen plan. Caesar would be leaving the city on 18 March to embark on a military campaign against the Getae and the Parthians. The last Senate meeting before the date was on the 15th, the Ides of March, and so the conspirators chose this as the day of the assassination. In the days leading up to the Ides, Caesar was not completely oblivious to what was being planned. According to the ancient historian Plutarch, a seer had warned Caesar that his life would be in danger no later than the Ides of March. The Roman biographer Suetonius identifies this seer as a haruspex named Sprenna. In addition, on 1 March, Caesar watched Cassius speaking with Brutus at the Senate House and said to an Aide, What do you think Cassius is up to? I don't like him. He looks pale. 2 days before the assassination, Cassius met with the conspirators and told them that should anyone discover the plan, they were to turn their knives on them, on themselves. That's the end of my presentation of the conspiracy. How is Julius Caesar? How was Julius Caesar assassinated? The conspiracy and the assassination. The great conspiracy against Julius Caesar. Thanks, my dear students. Please study hard. Do your best. Thank you. Goodbye.